Secondly, this guru, if you still don't understand, is a mirror. This is a mirror made up of 8 elements, which is the coating. 5 tattvas, mind, intelligence, ego is a coating. Inside, deep inside you is the self, which is a transparent glass when you experience it. That is the mirror. You have been trapped in this mirror. Never forget that. This is your prison. The speaking voice is inside it. The moment you get out of this prison, that is what Jnana Yoga is about. This prison is your matrix. Get out of it. And a Jnana Yogi knows how to get out of it. There's a channel through you called Shushumna, and he'll take you out through you and let you enter this body again at free will. There is nothing to worry about, but yoga is the science you need today. And Jnana Yoga is the shortest path. That's all I can say. And I belong to Pranava Yoga Institute, and I teach all kinds of yoga, and scientifically, properly, using Western intelligence applied to spirituality, where you will realize your true self. Thank you.
So the first question is, what is it that the soul carries forward with it from one life to the next? And the next is, where is memory truly located? Is it in the brain, as conventional science tells it is?
First of all, I like your question, a very important question. When the soul leaves the body, does it carry anything with it? Now this question can only be answered truly if somebody has experienced the soul leaving the body and come back to the body to describe you what exactly happens. Correct? Rest of this I beg to differ from other answers because they are intellectual answers. But the one with experience will say, look, I've gone out of the body. I know what comes with me. But most of them go in samadhi, they don't come back to tell you the story. There are a few saints who come back to tell, look, this is how it is. Basically, they have cheated death. They've cheated this body. And they've come back in this body to tell you, this is what real is. So from my experience, having left the body and come back again, I will tell you, soul does carry something with it. And that is your own Kundalini. Kundalini carries the record of every karma you have done with all the 8 elements present in your body. It is the motherboard. It records every action you have done, knowingly or unknowingly. And with that Kundalini, you get another body, according to the specifications, because that Kundalini contains the karmas, and the karmas you have to pay back. And you pay back, God doesn't send you electric bill or gas bill. He will give you a particular kind of body that you got no choice in the matter but to suffer in that body. Your karmas are coated right on top of you. This body is your karmas. Now pay. Okay? Second question, when you ask about the memory. Memory, like this hand, you see there are 5 parts. Thumb is one of the parts. Now we have 8 elements, 5 tattvas, mind, intelligence, ego. So mind has, like this hand, 5 parameters. One of the parameters of the mind is memory. But that is only functionable. Like in a computer, if you have some power going in the computer, this RAM and these hard drives are useless if there's no power going in it. So, yes, memory is in the mind, but it has to be activated by something else. And that is your soul. Okay? If you really want to understand what Kundalini really is, okay, you have to understand this concept of mirror as I explained earlier on. I don't know if you were there, but basically all it is you have the 8 elements, the 5 tattvas, mind, intelligence, ego, and there is a 9th one, the self. That makes the whole complete body. Okay? That is the Kundalini. Okay? The whole structure of the Kundalini. But that's a sleeping Kundalini. When the Kundalini awakens, it leaves the 8 elements down here and goes through the self. The true nature of Kundalini is the self. That is the one that's got separated from the Atma. So if you take care of yourself, your true self, then you'll have no problem in living the body. And that is what you carry, your true self. The soul will carry your true self with you because it contains all the record. That I do know. Hope that helps.
Thank you.
Okay.
Importance of Jnana Yoga and self-realization, because we also believe in reincarnation. But as we know, we live in a material world. So how would you convey the importance of this message to others who believe in the mantra, what's in it for me, today's society?
Okay. So what you're saying is, in this world, people are very materialistic,
Yes.
living for material things. And on the other side, we have Jnana Yoga. How can we convince them that, that you have to change, become spiritual?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, it's very easy. First of all, we have a body, so we need bodily requirements. Not many people realize that because we have a body, we have to get all these material things. It's the body that wants all these things. Houses, cars, everything. Body. And when we leave from here, we leave everything because everything belongs to that body, not you. That's what Jnana Yogi is trying to explain. You are nothing to do with this body and its attachments. So if you want the spiritual value to come into it, yes, we need that things because we have a body. But my interpretation, and I find this very, very soothing, is that if you have a body, yes, go for material things, but not so much that it keeps you out of balance. In other words, are you happy with eating one banana? Then have one banana. Don't eat dozen. Okay, don't be greedy. Just eat or acquire things in life that makes you just balance. So this is what Jnana Yoga is trying to teach. Acquire things in the material just to get you enough balance. But then having acquired the balance, focus on yourself. Because that is the thing that will come with you when you die. The rest of the thing won't come because officially they belong to your body. Your house you own has the name of your body on it, not your name, not you. Even the whole body won't come with you. That is what Jnana Yoga is trying to explain spiritually. So be with yourself, get the knowledge of the self, as Vivekananda says. And self is most valuable thing in this whole body. You're doing all this for yourself. But what we are making a mistake materially is we're doing for our mind, ego, and our intelligence. Ego says, look at me, I have a 10,000 square foot home. Look at me. Me is the body. You are not this body. You see? So I think if materially, yes, go for material things. Go for 10,000 square foot home as long as you feel balanced about it. You can have half a dozen cars as long as you feel balanced. But if you go out of balance in getting that 10,000 square foot house or 6 cars, then that is not yoga. Yoga is about balance. Ask yourself this question, am I balanced? Because only when you are balanced will your true self come out.
Okay.
I know, just to add this little, I'll show you a little trick how to detach as a Jnana Yogi very quickly and effectively. If you ever want to detach from this material thing, is this balance. The moment you become balanced, you will detach from the material world. Let me give me an example. Suppose you get an electric bill of $100, right? You have to pay $100. You go and pay the $100 to Duke Energy or Florida Progress Energy. You pay $100. Are you now attached with that bill anymore? You probably screw it up and put it in the trash can because you paid the $100. You're not interested anymore. You have detached from that bill. So pay your dues, you will automatically get detached. If you're hungry, you have one banana. I am sure if you're happy with one banana, you will detach with the other 11 bananas. I don't want to know them. That is the way A true Jnana yogi detaches from any situation. Satisfy your desire and let go. Once you become yourself, you will truly become a yogi. Get your balance. That's the way I would do it.
Thank you. And what I'm hearing is your Atma has to be ready before it can get on that path.
Yeah. It is ready all the time. If you just exercise your free will, just use your free will. And you know, as Mr. Agarwal said, stop wondering. And Jnana Yogi is very aggressive in his nature. He regards his mind as a dog. Sit, that means you sit.
Okay.
He sees mind as a dog.
But my question is for Dr. Taylor. Please tell me what your first step was to face the reality, or to face the light. You mentioned that you were 11 when you first became aware of what you wanted to do with your spirituality.
Brilliant question again. This is what everybody has to ask, which goes with that lady here who said, "Who am I?" First step I took was to make up the mind. I want to find this self. Decision was the first step I took. And a decision should be such that you're not going to change your mind halfway through. You're going to go all the way, fully determined. Because our friend mind can come on the way and take you astray. So having made the decision, I want to find my true self, and I will not let that mind come in between, was the first step, and it's the most formidable step ever you will take. If your decision is, I want to know myself, then you will go ahead. But that better be real. It should be a burning desire, not something desire, I want to go and see a movie. Or I want to have a nice food. It should be something burning inside you. The most prominent thing inside you. When you are asleep, you're still inquiring, I want to know myself. I don't know if you saw the movie Matrix, have you? In that movie, Neo is always wondering, I don't want to be controlled by anybody. I want to be free. I don't like this idea of being controlled. If you have that burning desire inside you, then that is what you need. And that was my first step. And trust me, if you stick to it, you will get out of the matrix. Because the greatest thing is you will come aware of something I call mystical intelligence. There is a mystical intelligence connected with your true self. Because true self is one of the components of the soul. And if you can become your true self, God Almighty will guide you. And true self is always silent. It will guide you through your gut feel. It will make you aware of things that nobody can see, only you can see. If you can stick to yourself, this mystical intelligence will be revealed to you and you will be out. But make the decision. It should be solid, like a rock. Otherwise, yoga doesn't make any sense. That's what happens in Raja Yoga also. When I did Raja Yoga, I was so determined, I'm going to stop this last breath, never to come out again. No more breathing. You slow down so much, no more breathing. The moment I took the last breath, the sleeping beauty awakened and you see your true self. But that determination to stop the breath has to be solid. That's a Raja Yogi for you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate very much.
Thank you very much.
Enjoyed.
Thank you.